Okay, so here's something wild that I bet you felt this morning. Have you ever felt your phone buzz in your pocket? Reach down to check it, and nothing? No text, no notification, just a phantom vibration. It's like your soul is literally expecting the machine to tell it something before you even think it. We've reached a point where our brains are wired to expect the map to speak before the world does. Let me give you a better example. The weather paradox: you're standing outside and you feel a cold drop hit your nose. Then another. It's clearly raining. But what do? You pull out your phone, open the weather app, and wait for that little cloud icon to confirm it. If the app says sunny for a split second, you actually doubt the wetness on your face. That is insane, right? But it's exactly where we live now. We've become the logistics managers for our digital twins. Think about it. Your physical body is basically just the maintenance crew for an online version of you that's way more interesting, more successful, and definitely better filtered. You're lugging this biological meat suit around just to gather data for your avatar. I'll be honest, when I first dug into this, I had to put the book down for an hour. It's that uncomfortable. But it's also the most freeing thing I've heard all year. I want you to do something right now, just for 5 seconds. Feel the weight of the device you're holding. Really feel it. That's the anchor. But this isn't just a modern quirk. It's a symptom of a 40-year-old prophecy that finally came true. Let's talk about the map that actually ate the forest. Enter Baudrillard. Back in the 80s, this guy was obsessed with Disneyland, not because he liked Mickey Mouse, but because he thought it was a deterrent. He argued that Disneyland exists to make us believe that the rest of the real world, the parking lots, the office cubicles, the shopping malls, is actually real. But his point was that the outside is just as scripted, just as commercialized, and just as fake as the theme park. He called this hyperreality. It's the moment the simulation becomes more real than the reality it's supposed to represent. Think about your social media profile. We used to think of it as a record of our lives, right? A digital scrapbook. Baudrillard would say, nope. The map now precedes the territory. Your profile isn't a report, it's the blueprint. You don't live a life and then post it. You perform a life for the post. If the map your profile says you're having the time of your life at a concert, but the territory, the actual experience, is you standing in a sweaty crowd, annoyed by the person next to you, the world rewards the map. The likes, the comments, the validation, they go to the digital version. Reality becomes irrelevant. And then there's Umberto Eco. He talked about the absolute fake. He noticed that we only trust a waterfall is beautiful if it looks exactly like the 4K TikTok video that told us to visit it. We demand the fake as our standard for reality. Have you ever visited a famous landmark and felt disappointed? Like, oh, it doesn't look as vibrant as the edited photos? That's the absolute fake winning. We're so addicted to the simulation's high resolution that the biological world starts looking like it's in low def. When was the last time you saw something beautiful and didn't immediately think about how to describe it to someone else? If the map is the new reality, then what exactly are we? Now, here's the part that blew my mind. We usually think we use screens to escape the boredom of reality, but the truth is the exact opposite. We are now using reality as a content farm to feed the screen. Think about your last vacation or that fancy dinner you had. Were you there to relax, or were you there to gather raw materials, the photos, the clips, the aesthetic moments to keep your digital master happy? You've become an unpaid laborer for the algorithm. Your leisure time is actually the hardest you work all week. You're scouting locations, checking lighting, and curating your own existence. This is the simulation gap of 2026. With generative AI and spatial computing, we can now create perfect versions of ourselves. Digital humans that never get tired, never have bad hair days, and always say the right thing. Compared to those synthetic entities, our biological existence feels buggy, high latency. We have physical needs. We get sick, we age. The simulation is smooth, the forest is dirty. And because we spend so much time in the smooth world, we've started to resent the dirt. 15-second pause. That silence? That's what we're losing. We're so busy harvesting moments for the machine that we've forgotten how to just be in them. Baudrillard warned that we would eventually lose the ability to distinguish between a biological signal and a programmed one. And look around, we're arguing with AI bots in comment sections, feeling genuine physical rage toward a string of code. We're forming deep emotional bonds with synthetic influencers. The screen isn't where we go to look at things anymore. The screen is our home, and our physical bodies are just the maintenance crew keeping the server running. The simulation hasn't just replaced reality, it has turned reality into its fuel. So how do we stop being the fuel? How do we perform an act of genuine sabotage? Alright, it's time for some biological sabotage. If the machine wants your data, the most radical thing you can do is have an experience that leaves no digital trace. I call it the no evidence rule. Once a week, go somewhere beautiful, do something amazing, and take 0 photos. None. Don't even tell the internet you were there. If it isn't recorded, did it happen to the algorithm? No, you're dead. You don't exist in that moment. And that is pure freedom. To your neurons, however, that memory is going to be 10 times more vivid because your brain isn't outsourcing the storage to a cloud server. It has to actually do the work. Next, tactile grounding. The simulation is all sight and sound. It can't give you the smell of wet dirt after a storm, the shock of cold water on your skin, or the rough texture of a stone. These things have 0 metadata, they can't be compressed into pixels. Spend 15 minutes a day doing something high resistance. Garden with your bare hands. Take a cold shower. Break the Hyperreal spell by reminding your nervous system what real actually feels like. Finally, do a map territory audit. Delete one app that tells you how to feel. Yelp, Rotten Tomatoes, review aggregators. Reclaim your right to have a bad experience that is authentically yours. Stop letting the map tell you if the pizza is good before you've even tasted it. Try to remember a secret you've never told the internet. Just one. That secret is where your real life begins. We have to talk about the Google effect for a second. It's a real thing. Digital amnesia. Our brains literally stop encoding information when we know it's saved digitally. We are outsourcing our hippocampi to the cloud, which means we're losing the very part of our brain that helps us experience time and memory. No matter how many Ks your screen has, no matter how perfect the resolution is, it will never have the scent of a real memory. It's just light hitting a retina. The simulation is a trap because it offers infinite choice but 0 depth. It's a 16K rendering of a void. So here's my challenge for you today. When this ends, don't scroll. Don't check your notifications. Put the device down. Go outside and find something that cannot be uploaded, tagged, or monetized. Find a leaf, a stone, or just the hand of someone you love. Just touch it and stay there. Stay there until the urge to take a photo of it dies. Stay there until the need to post is replaced by the need to be. In a world of infinite resolution, the most radical thing you can be is unrenderable for a while. Stay in the real world, because honestly, the forest is waiting for you to stop looking at the map.